guys, Profe Pablo here, Spanish teacher turned Minecraft engineer. Today I'm going to be working on an iron farm. Now, iron farms are probably my favorite farm in Minecraft Bedrock. When you create an iron farm and get it up and running successfully, especially the way that I make it, you will advance in the game so fast. You won't have to worry about armor anymore. You won't have to worry about tools. You'll have everything infinite, all you want, all the time. Then you could just focus on beating the Ender Dragon or building. Before I start this Minecraft Bedrock Iron Farm, we need to bring somebody back. Maximus, you remember the guys? Guys, you remember Maximus. It's been a while since he's been on the show, but I thought I'd have him back. Okay, to start this Minecraft Bedrock Iron Farm, you actually don't need a lot of blocks. And I suggest building it out over the water, just because it's flat, it's easier to build, and you don't have to worry about golems spawning on the ground. If you don't want it on the water, that's fine too. I would just suggest doing an open area. Why don't we do ours on the land right now? This time we'll clear out this area and make it happen. Okay, so you grab a block of your choice and build up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. And then you are going to make a 9x12 platform. Be sure and double check your dimensions just to make sure everything is okay. Okay, that's why we double check. There we go, 9x12. This is the main platform for our iron farm. Now, you pick a corner and lay down a double chest right next to the corner. That's where our collection system for our iron farm is going to be. Now let's build up a ledge right here, all the way around. And then in the corners, build up 1, 2 blocks on each corner. Notice that we really don't need a lot of resources for this iron farm so far. You could even use cobblestone, not a big deal. Okay, this second block up, well actually it's the third block up from the floor, is going to be your roof. Now I will make one suggestion for your iron farm, and that is to make this iron farm out of something that is non-flammable, because then it'll burn down. We are using lava, and that can be pretty frustrating. I'm putting on a roof. It's also a 9x12 platform. And at this point, I like to start to bring villagers in. So to do that, I'm going to break apart the front. And the reason I like to bring them in now is because now, as I'm finishing up this farm, they can be breeding. Okay, so as you can see, I built some stairs going up, and I'm going to continue those stairs by building a wall right next to them. What this wall is doing is it's going to create kind of this side rail, which works for us because what we are going to do is place 2 water buckets, one right here, and that creates kind of a canal that'll take us all the way up to our iron farm. Now, to keep this water contained, you could put a button here and another one here. Buttons are an unstoppable force in Minecraft. Okay, the best way to get a villager in here is if you have a villager close, you throw them in a boat, and then you take the boat and head straight forward right here on your little waterfall. Now that didn't work, I'm gonna have to try again. You know, I bet it has to do with the buttons. Let me break those. Okay, so that's a no-go on the buttons. Don't do the buttons. There we go. And you'll come inside here. There's our villager. You can block this back up, break the boat, and you have a villager inside of your iron farm. You will need to do that twice. So once you have 2 villagers inside your iron farm, you can start breeding them. Now, something I highly suggest doing if you have a villager, that means that you probably have hay bales. So when you're out getting your villager, be sure and collect all the hay bales from that village. Because what you can do is take those hay bales, throw them on a crafting table, get tons of wheat, turn that wheat into bread, and now you can give that to your villagers. And that will get them ready to breed. But first, before they do that, we will need some beds. So on top of your roof here, go ahead and place a wall all the way around the roof, just like this. And then count 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks in. And then kind of find the middle one, somewhere around here. And lay down 1, 2, at least 2 beds. You'll see green sparkly things coming above the beds. That means your villagers are attaching to them. That is really good for your iron farm. You want these beds to be in the middle because that'll kind of secure where the town center is. Go ahead and fill up that row if you have enough beds. If you don't, it's okay. We can already see the hearts. Basically, villagers will always give you baby villagers if there's more than enough beds in the village, which is why we had to lay down the beds first. And we have a baby villager right there. So I'm going to go ahead and finish my beds. I'm laying down that many here. That should be 10 beds. And then I'm going to lay down 10 more beds up here. For a village to exist, you have to have at least 10 villagers working at a workstation and 20 beds. That's when a village is official. We already have cats, which, by the way, if you need string to make wool, to make beds, you could kill the cats. I know that sounds terrible, but they will come back, I promise. Okay, let's go ahead and lay a roof right above the beds. Just like this. Later, if we want our village to be more productive, we can lay beds back here. I'll talk about that at the end of the video. We have a problem. Our baby villagers escaped. The reason they're escaping is because I should have put glass up here. So, let's go ahead and do that really quickly. You place glass all the way around. That was a big mistake. That would have been really frustrating in survival. Okay, we have 2 baby villagers in there, maybe 1. Nope, 2. And we had 2 escape down here. Okay, so our villagers are going to keep producing little villagers. That's a good thing. When you're ready, you can go ahead and break this platform. Just like that. All right, we were at the roof. Let's go ahead and finish that. Behind your chest, you're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks and make that into a 3x4 platform, just like that. Take 4 hoppers, place them here. Surround those hoppers by blocks. Place 4 campfires on those hoppers. Now, we could just stop with the campfires, but we want our golems to be eliminated very quickly. So to do that, make it a little faster, we're going to lay down lava. Again, you could just make do with campfires. The lava will not break your campfires. You could still see the smoke. And from here, we are going to build out some blocks. Now, if you have access to magma blocks, please use those, just like that. And I made 2 rows of magma blocks coming up to the edge. And then I'm going to surround those with normal blocks. That just makes our golems die a little quicker. I can even make these magma blocks here as well. Perfect. Now we're going to bring this trough up 1 more row. Gonna have to break this tree a little bit. I'm bringing that all the way around. I'm gonna do that 1 more time. Okay, so now you have something that looks like this. So we got villagers with baby villagers that were waiting to grow up. That'll take a little time. And now we are going to build a ledge here. That ledge is coming all the way out to the front of the build. Maximus, sit. Okay, we're going to make this front wall do the same thing, bringing it up 1 more block, all the way around, just like that. And then we can take leaves and place leaves all the way along the edge where we just built that wall. If you don't know how to get leaves, you can just use shears. If you don't have shears, save this part for the end, wait for a golem to appear, and use the iron to make shears. By the way, you don't even need a crafting table to make shears. Grab a water bucket and place 1 here, skip a block, place 1 here, grab from the middle. If you've seen my videos, you know the routine. That's going to push all of our golem. Oh, no, Maximus, no. How do you heal your dog? Is it raw meat? I think so. Okay, I'm going to have him sit down here. It's getting a little too dangerous. Okay, so all this water is going to push your golems into this chamber, and then we need to push them down to the kill chamber like this. Yep, and they're going to go in there. They won't spawn on the ledges because of the leaves. And now we need a way into our farm. So I suggest doing that on the opposite side of where your lava is. Let's come 3 blocks in right here. I'm going to place a column going up. You can use a ladder or vines to get up. Just place it there. Break that block and place a trap door like that. Now we can climb up into our iron farm whenever we want. Make sure you close the trapdoor behind you so no one escapes. And then you just wait for your villagers to multiply until there's 10 of them. I would suggest giving them more crops. That usually speeds up the process. If you don't have more bread, you can make a little farm in the meantime and AFK there. Now, it usually takes about 3 Minecraft days for these guys to grow up. So while you're waiting, if you want to, you can make this farm a little better. Over here, I suggest putting a crafting table and a furnace. If you want to save space, you can put those here in the wall. Just like that, you will definitely need those. And you can go ahead and collect wood because we need workstations. And the cheapest workstation you can get, or one of the cheapest, is the composter. So you take your logs, turn them into wood, take your woods, turn them into slabs. Take your slabs, turn them into composters. So with the composters, you want to keep them away from this area because they will catch on fire. I'll start with this corner over here, lay down 1, and you will get a villager who will turn into a farmer. Now with the rest of your wood, make some trap doors. With those trap doors, we are going to trap our villagers in their spots. So we're going to move this guy over, kind of nudging him, place down a trap door, take your next workstation, and place it down. He turns into a farmer. Now the baby villagers are super annoying. They get in the way and they really like composters. And then you lay down your next one, trap him in. And then as these guys grow up one at a time, you can go ahead and lay down composters. Make sure that you leave 2 of them free roaming so that you can give them crops just in case you need more villagers. Okay, I'm going to show you guys how I'm doing this. So I have 1, 2, 3 villagers. They're all connected to 1, 2, 3, and I actually have 4 workstations. So I could put 1 more villager here. But here at the end, I'm actually going to put a solid block like that. Then we can keep going over here. Over here, you can place a couple villagers. Just don't get too close to the lava. Actually, let's stay away from the lava. Let's do it over here. So I'll put 1 here, villager, trapdoor. Again, you'll have to be nudging these guys into the right spots. Put a solid block here. So I have 6. I still need to go. I can put another composter here. Villager. The green coat. He doesn't work. You have to get rid of him. Come on, over here. Okay, now it is getting dark in here. You do need to light this area up, otherwise you might have monsters spawn in here. So just take some torches, throw them wherever you want. These villagers can be very, very stubborn. Just stay patient. Now, it is easiest to get them to their workstation during the day because right now they're trying to pathfind to their beds. Look, I'll show you. I'm going to put 1 over here, lay down a villager, and he's not going to his workstation. But if I change my time to day, he automatically pathfinds his way to his workstation. Then he's close, and you could just kind of nudge him over here. Okay, we need 1 more. Again, you don't want to get too close to the lava. The workstation will catch on fire. There we go. So now we have 10 villagers. They're all connected to their workstations. You can see them looking at their workstations, which is good. You want to make sure they're all connected to the right ones. And we're getting cats, and soon we will get a golem. You just kind of have to wait for a minute. There we go. There is our first golem. Each golem will give you quite a few ingots, and they will also give you poppies. If we just use the campfires, we would get a lot more poppies. If you want more poppies for bone meal, I get that. So you just eliminate the lava, but I don't really care for that stuff. So, oh, look, we already got another golem. Here, let's go out and see them spawn. Iron farms are the best. I love them. Okay, so we got one. See? I mean, guys, this has been in a matter of seconds. There we go. Spawning. Heading down, getting hurt on the way down so that he dies quicker. Okay, and you're going to have to wait around Again, this was about 2 minutes and I already have 20 iron ingots. You're gonna have to wait around for a while, but here's the good news. While you're waiting, you can turn this into an awesome trading hall. So it's not just an iron farm, it's an emerald farm, trading hall. You get everything you possibly need. I would suggest having cobblestone and wood handy. We're gonna grab our iron, come over here and start making our better workstations. So please do not trade with any of these guys before you give them good workstations. Otherwise, they will be permanently locked in. So I'm gonna start with the armorer. And for that, we are going to need a furnace. And we are also going to need, we can always check our recipe over here. It's the blast furnace, so we need 5 iron ingots and 3 smooth stones. So I'm gonna take my cobblestone, throw it in here, throw some planks in here to smelt that. Okay, gonna throw my stone in there to smelt that. And now I can build a blast furnace. So what I do is I come over here, take my blast furnace and start breaking this. Once it breaks, replace it. And there we have an armorer. And he's going to give me an iron helmet. Now, you have to trade one of these guys up. To do that, you will need coal. You'll need a little over a stack. And what that does is it gets this guy up to the next level where you can trade iron for emeralds. Now, not only does that level him up, but now I have 8 emeralds where I can trade the next guy for stuff. But again, I don't want farmers right now. I want armorers and things like that. All this time, iron is coming in, so we can grab that. And let's go ahead and make another armorer. I'm going to switch over to creative just to speed this process up. This probably will take a couple of hours to set up just because you're waiting on iron and you're waiting on villagers and all kinds of stuff. You could AFK this thing overnight, fill this up with iron, and then this will go a lot faster the next day. So I'm going to take another blast furnace, change this guy into an armorer. Now, I'm not really AFKing here for the video, but I'm going to pretend like I did, and I have quite a few stacks of iron. I can go over here, keep trading this guy, and see, he's going to give me diamond pants. That's a good thing. Let's go over to this guy, and I can trade emeralds for boots. And by the way, since I probably don't need iron boots, I can throw those in a furnace, and they will smelt down into iron nuggets. You're probably going to need about 3 armorers, so I'm going to go ahead and change this guy. This guy's already letting me trade again. He did up his price. That's okay. I can almost trade with this guy. And this guy's giving me leggings and a helmet, so that's good to know. And then you're just going to wait around and keep trading with this guy as you can. He's going to keep raising his prices unless you stop trading with him for a little bit. Once you have enough emeralds, you can just keep buying boots from this guy. And then he'll trade up, and then you can trade iron with him. Get more emeralds and level him up. Okay, so he's giving me boots and a helmet, which means that all I really need now is a chest plate. So hopefully this guy will give me a chest plate. And he did not. Under that circumstance, unless you want to have a bunch of random armors around, I would get rid of this guy. Breed another villager. You'd have to do that using 2 villagers, so you'd have to set 2 of them free. And try again. And we have a chest plate. Perfect. Now, you're going to get a lot of stuff that you can smelt down, but some of the stuff you cannot smelt down. So in that case, what I would suggest is if you built a ladder up here, you could get rid of your trash by throwing it here because it's going to flow down and burn in the lava. Either that or you could lay down a cactus, up to you. Okay, now we have 3 armorers. And then what I suggest is a toolsmith. Again, you're going to get a lot of junk, but once you trade him up, you can trade iron with him. And this time I got an axe and a pickaxe, which is very good. If you don't get a shovel or a hoe, I suggest making another toolsmith, leveling him up. And I got an axe and a pickaxe again, so we know what that means. You could either get rid of this guy or try again. Okay, good. There I got a diamond hoe and a diamond shovel, and I'm happy with that. So I needed 3 armorers, 2 toolsmiths. The toolsmith, by the way, you use a smithing table. We already talked that the armorers, you use blast furnaces. Then I would suggest having a weaponsmith, which you will need the grindstone for. He'll usually give you an axe and then eventually a really, really good diamond sword. So now I have all diamond gear and I still have some villagers left over. The way I like to do this is I like to keep one farmer, just in case I want to multiply my villagers again and not have to worry about food. You trade him up all the way, and he will either give you a glistening melon, which is good for potions, and sometimes he even gives you golden carrots. I like having one that has apples so that I can easily get golden apples later to heal zombie villagers. And I got another glistening melon, so we all know what that means. There we go, golden carrots. Okay, after having a couple farmers, then you can start on your librarians. When I do librarians, I like to have a bunch of them, so I would start adding stations in here somewhere. But we'll replace this guy. And he's giving us Unbreaking 3. That's a good one, so I would keep him. But I like to start off with a librarian that actually gives me books. Oh, this guy's good. He keeps giving me good stuff. There we go. The reason I like that is if I trade with him and get bookshelves, I can take those bookshelves, break this, and get free books. Let's go ahead and do one more guy here. And then when you get a good villager like this, not only do you have the emeralds, but you also have the books. Now, I suggest taking your workstation, breaking it, and replacing it until you get the enchantments that you want. Then, by the way, you will also have enough iron in this chest to make an anvil and apply your enchantments to your items. If you don't like the enchantments that come on your armor, you can always use the grindstone over here to remove those enchantments. Remember, you have 20 beds up there, so you can have up to 20 villagers down here. You can always make another workspace around here and just rearrange some things to make it easy to have villagers in there. As long as you can reach your villagers to trade, you're good. And if you ever wanted to, you could expand this farm. Again, this farm will take you some Minecraft days. It'll also take hours of your time as you AFK, which is okay. Because once you have this thing going, you will have full diamond armor with the enchantments of your choice. You'll have infinite emeralds because of the golems that spawn. And you will be good to go. I hope you guys enjoyed this simple Minecraft Bedrock Iron Farm. From Maximus and I, thanks for watching.